Assalamu Alaikum. Welcome back to Wealth and Wisdom. Today we discuss an interesting topic. We will understand today the role of a bank in the Islamic economic system. In the present age, one of the challenges in practicing of mudaraba would be bringing together of investors, financiers, and agents. Islam does not approve of the stock market concept as practiced in the present day, which, although acting as an efficient way to bring provider and user of capital together, also bears numerous negative practices which are against the basic teachings of Islam. Such anti-Islamic practices include short selling of stock, margin trading, futures trading, and of course the borrowing of money on interest for the purpose of short-term trading. The solution is a middle financial body, which can play a combined role of al-mudarab, agent, as well as the investor. Banks in the Islamic perspective may invest in mudarabas or musharakas. Musharaka financing from a banking point of view is somewhat akin to equity financing of the Western financial system. The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, even before his claim to being a prophet, was known among the Arabs as Amin, due to his exceptional honesty and truthfulness. Because of his reputed integrity and honesty, people would leave their belongings, money and goods, in his custody when leaving for a journey and also otherwise, with the right to demand the same from him at any time in the future. They would always get their property, amana, back in the same condition as and when they desired. So Amin is the highest praise of complimenting an extremely honest person who would keep money or goods in his deposit and return it back, as and when demanded, in the same condition. Banks in an Islamic system exist on a non-interest basis. They perform the function of Amin as well as that of the investors. This may be explained with the help of the following simple structure. The bank in a true Islamic economy would consist of depositors and investors. Depositors. Depositors would typically be the people using the bank to collect their salaries, incomes, etc., but needing such deposits for consumable needs within 1 year. Investors. Individuals with surplus capital willing to invest in the hope of making profit above the rate of zakat. The initial capital provider who starts the bank will also be categorized with the investors without any difference or distinction as far as investors' privilege is concerned. The investment could be on the basis of perpetuity, fixed long, medium, short term. Services. Besides providing general services, the bank will advance and invest its liabilities, equities, in the following two manners. I. Qard-e-Hasan, loan without interest to individuals for exigencies and emergencies. This is a loan available for the needy for exigencies and emergencies. The borrower is obliged to repay the lender the principal sum borrowed on the loan. It is left to the discretion of the borrower to reward the lender for his loan by paying any sum over and above the amount of the principal. E. Investments in non-financial firms. These investments will purely be financed out of investment funds at the disposal of the bank from B investors. The investment basis could be mudaraba, musharaka or mufawada. Check out our other videos on the explanation of mudaraba and musharika. Whatever the type of investment, the bank will always be a stable shareholder if not 100% owner. Moreover, these investments will need to be matched with the bank's investors in respect of perpetuity, fixed long, medium, short-term stock. Profit or loss sharing. The accumulated effect of profits and/or losses out of the diffused and dispersed investment will provide a net periodical figure of a profit or loss. After adjustment of administrative costs and operational expenses of the bank, this figure, if of loss, will be equally shared by the B investors, thus reducing the value of their respective capital invested by a same ratio of loss. The profit likewise will be proportionally distributed among all the investors, thus increasing the value of their capital investment in the same ratio. This distribution will typically take place after al-mudarrab, the agents, management of the bank get their share of the profit, on the basis of pre-agreed contract. Appropriation of profit. The dividend will be the actual share of net profit earned by the investors. It may either be paid in cash or investment shares, depending upon the desire of every individual investor, or as per contractual agreement. Under no circumstances the bank or any other business under the Islamic system would be allowed retain appropriate profits, except for the individual investors willing or agreeing to do so. Under which circumstances they would be issued respective proportional investment shares in the enterprise. Among investors there could be no classes. As Islam believes in equality of rights, the only difference can be in their respective proportion of investment. If you learned something today, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment in the comment section what other topics you would like covered. Until next time, Assalamu Alaikum.